and explore the wilderness, accompanied by three individuals to assist you. Well, that's not entirely accurate. In order to get yourselves to the surface, you had endeavored to go and sell your wares. In order to do so, you found someone that was willing to buy your supplies, but needed samples in order to cure a disease that was plaguing some earth elementals in the area. And, well, using the aid of the Pigshine family, your team had found the location without getting into too much danger. Now, taking them down, it turns out that yes, they were infected and had no mind of their own, but your team still decimated them without too much of an issue. Some of you did get hurt, but not dead. Nom Nom specifically not dead. Uh, but your team managed to take them down. Afterwards, for like, I'm sure Gothos had their reasons, but it like came out of nowhere. Gothos then asked, "So what? Do we take one of their arms off, or do we sell them into slavery?" Which confused a lot of people. But it turns out that Gothos really is hypersensitive when it comes to the Underdark, which is fair, as you are still technically being hunted down by the Drow, and don't really know how curing a disease works. So, with that in mind, your team had, for one reason or another, taken the arm off of your current captor, informed by Kobo to the other elementals to stick around unless you want to die. Not in that actual way. It's more like, hey, we're going to bring this guy back in case things go south so you can take him back with you. You know, friendlier terms. But other than that, your team had come up with a plan of presenting them, well, going back to the individual, seeing if you like the answers they give, and then if you do, presenting them with the living corrupted individual, or if you don't, just telling them to shove off. It's basically the entire plan so far. All the while, you did tell it, like, all out in the open, so the Pigshine family does know. Well, these three specifically. But you already got your hands dirty, so a little bit more red on those fingers. It's kind of tough to see how deep that red goes. Just saying. But this is where you start. So at least you missed one day, and everyone decided to murder people.
Did they murder them or just rip their arm off?
They just ripped their arm off, which is not technically better. Well, by a good margin, at the very least.
I think it's technically better.
I said by a good margin.
I don't think it was actual ripping. I mean, we are talking about some sort of
it was clean. It was a clean slice. But it's still
used
not
a
nice.
jeweler's saw.
Yeah, it's still not nice. But your team is
gory while I was gone.
Slash as maybe the voice of reason, or at least someone that is currently disguised as, I think she was supposed to be a tiefling. I honestly don't remember what she disguised herself as. My notes just says she's disguised. But she looks towards the team and simply states, so do we rest or we head out and see what they have to answer for?
Resting would be nice.
I thought we were just heading back town and seeing if the arm was enough, otherwise the rest of the thing.
Well, yeah, but preparing for if, stuff hits the fan.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That was an implication, which Nom did get. But again, you don't know how dangerous this person is. They could honestly just be a doctor. Maybe.
I roll.
All right. Do you take a long rest or a short rest?
Long or?
I'd like a long rest. I used up nearly all of my spells because, I basically
If someone was feeling murdery. No.
Well, no, because we wanted to cure the elementals that were there.
Oh yeah, you're right. You were doing some hard restoration.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't actually kill any of them except for the arm you chopped off. We were actually knocking them unconscious and then carrying them the entire time.
I wouldn't say carrying them. I would say you knock them down on the ground and left them for dead, but not dead.
We didn't leave them for dead. We purposely kept them alive instead of doing a death blow so Num Num could cure them.
Yes, that's
We
true.
left
But
it for dead for about 10 seconds.
a concussion still hurts. But
Yeah, and those rocks should remember that when they're trying to inflict them.
me just making you sound worse than before. You guys take a long rest. You ask or maybe dictate that the big guy gets the other guys to a corner, so when they wake up, they don't get a chance to attack and try to explain everything. You guys set up camp for a bit. Tell the Pigshine family to watch the cave system in case anything is in danger, while also keeping them away in case you wanted to discuss things, and not have them hear it. Maybe. Who's to say?
Do we have to make any special provisions for the one we're planning to take back?
Yeah, I thought we had to get moving because if he wakes up and gets to touch the ground, he could meld away.
Right now they are bagged and tagged. They have a chance to like rip out and then hit the ground and then basically merge with it. So as long as you're keeping an eye on them, they should be fine. The main reason why people were adamant on not keeping them here when you go speak with them is because they might be able to just rip through and then merge with the ground or wall.
Or corrupt other.
Yes, once escaping corrupt others.
Yeah.
So someone keeps an eye on them for a while, making sure no one dies or suffocates. You open the bag and put in some
This
air.
is way more humane than my plan. Definitely.
It's really not. It's kind of as bad. As bad. But your team eventually takes a long rest. Nothing really happens in this area as, most people know that this area is corrupted with elementals that are corrupted. So no one really comes here. The native animals themselves are more attuned to the underground than most of you, natively. Even if you're native. Sorry, misspoke there. So your team is able to do things fairly well. Anything else you do before you head out? If not, it's fine. You can just head out and go back to town.
Yeah. No, I'm just wrapping my head around the other end of this plan. So we're bringing the elemental with us there, and we're gonna go to this guy and just kind of like in the background, the sack is wiggling, and we're like, we brought this on. Is that enough?
I think the idea was that some of us would stay outside with the thing, completely out of sight, and then have one or two of us go in, ask if the arm's okay, and if that's not enough, then we go ahead and okay, we'll be back later. And wait a
Because
bit.
the lady
and then
who
bring the
originally,
thing.
the lady who originally gave us the quest specifically said if we could get a live one, that would be best, but a sample if you can't. We got a live one. We didn't have to cut his arm off. We were just going to deliver him. So that that was pretty much the start of that.
Wait, so we cut his arm off so we don't have to deliver one of them.
Right?
That was sort of the plan, but
only if
of us
that
are-
wasn't enough, though.
Why wouldn't
Some of
that be
us-
enough if they just want a sample? We don't need to
No,
sacrifice the whole
they
life.
wanted
for-
a whole live one in order to try and cure it. But if we couldn't get a live one, then a sample might suffice. We do not know if a sample, if his cut off arm, is going to be enough to create a cure.
But we do
That is
know.
definitely not a guarantee.
But we definitely know which magic can 100% cure it. So technically, we did find a cure.
Not a good one, though.
Yeah.
And not one that can be sustainable unless you're going to clone 400 num-nums.
Frightening concept.
I'm for fulfilling the letter of the contract.
Yeah, again,
Well-
Gothos, you can fulfill the contract all you like. It's just depending on how much you want to help these people. You can give them the arm and say, here, we fulfilled the contract. And you would honestly have fulfilled the contract. You would get paid, get the money. If all you care about is money and not helping these people, yeah. By the word of the contract, you have 100%, without fail, completed it.
Jazz hands.
As what?
Jazz hands. Yeah,
Oh.
wagging.
Well, we'd have to remove the other hand in order to really pull that part off.
Oh.
Which, for the record, I am not in favor of. I probably shouldn't have even suggested that.
Like, the
I
thing
know,
is,
right?
it's
Gothos
an earth
really
elemental anyway. It's gonna wake up and grow another hand in 10 minutes.
Okay.
It's not how that works.
We should head
Yeah,
out.
we've already established that's not how that works, dude.
Knowing it's been more
I have
than 10
no
minutes, I look
knowledge.
at its stump.
Yeah, you do. We talked about it.
I selectively blocked it out.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think Antidote told you guys that only works if you're in the Earth plane.
Yeah.
But okay. Without Terry resolved question. Well, no. Resolved answers. So, like Gothos mentioned, yeah, if you just give them the hand, which is a sample, which is by word of letter, all you really need to do. Providing them a living sample indicates that, one, you went above and beyond, so obviously they pay you more for that. But they would still pay all your stuff regardless. They just wouldn't do it at premium. That being said, though, your stuff would still be bought, so you can say, hey, we got our stuff to your current benefactor, and say, so let us go up to your split-it route, going to the surface. Done and done. If you don't want to help the elementals or anything like that, like giving them a better cure, or like if the first resource isn't viable for a potential cure, having a live specimen is in fact something that people do. Whether or not they'll be treated humanely, you really don't know, which is why Gothos is a little hesitant to do so. It's not as if there'll be torture, but you genuinely don't know that because none of you are medical experts. Gothos is the closest one outside of Antidote, and I don't think
And-
Gothos believes Antidote.
I was gonna
back
say,
to
isn't
the-
Nom Nom above? I mean, he's like a cleric, right?
Nom Nom,
So
Is
he's the next one in line after Antidote.
yeah, I suppose that's
Probably
I'm
true.
confused.
Probably has a better medicine score than me.
Yeah, that's all I was confused about.
Sorry.
It's because Gothos has for long been the healer.
For some reason, I just excluded anyone else that could heal. Sorry, Nom Nom.
No worries.
Yeah, Nom Nom, you can roll medicine, but basically, I just honed in on Gothos because he was so adamant on not doing this.
Yeesh.
That's not a 1, which isn't terrible.
12.
12. That's not bad.
Not
Often than
good.
not, if a sample is trying to be tested and cured, and if it fails, the sample will be corrupted. Like you're not sure if the next batch of potential antidote, ironically, would be substantial cure for everything, or just that current corrupted blood in most cases, or stuff like that. Which is why a living specimen is a better option. You're not sure how a earth elemental would be treated due to the fact that they have no genuine blood in their body, but you can tell that this is corrupting them in a way. So it's possible that it's an alchemical function and form that they need. But if the first one doesn't succeed, they'll have to find someone else to get more samples. And more samples means, depending on who goes out there, might mean like earth elementals die or get damaged, broken, bits and pieces fall off due to a large amount of stabbings. This is a humane way overall, but you're not exactly sure if it's a humane thing for the current subject, since you don't know how Nomi operates.
Sure.
Yeah, all right, fine. Let's just go see how Nomi operates then. Answer a question at least.
So I think Gothos has the hand. Who stays with the body?
I'll go with Gothos in the hand.
I think we should have Nom Nom stay with the body in case it gets rowdy. He can just cleanse it and prevent, spreading the infection everywhere else.
I mean, I was actually going to volunteer to go with Gothos because, if things do go awry, you may need.
I can stay back with the
Or,
elemental, and if Slash and Antidote want to stay back, that'd be somebody, 3 people to watch it. Whichever.
What's your plan when it wakes up and rips out of the burlap sack?
Sing it a lullaby to make you back to sleep.
Slash brandishes a dagger.
Yeah.
Sorry, she has a long sword. Sorry.
And so if you have to do that and kill it, what was the whole point of us bringing it here in the first place?
She does state a viable secondary option. Other than that, we could simply cure it if you prefer that way.
Well, if the person we need to talk to is really close by, I could stay here with the body and send Echo along with you guys. If anything goes wrong, I'll just have Echo start screeching, and they'll know to come back here and help.
Okay, sounds good, but you got to keep it, away from the ground while that's happening. Otherwise, it's just going to run away.
Yep, that's part of why I'll be here instead of going with you guys and leaving the familiar here to be the canary.
Okay.
Not that I'm going to be any good at that, but hey.
Okay.
Well, we got and then.
With plans set in motion, the Pigshine, I forget their names. They all had the same name, but spelled differently.
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Right, that was it. Mark comes over and then states, "And we'll go tell our boss everything that has happened." And the
Except.
Pigshine family.
Yeah, fellas, you're going to stay right here for a sec, actually. We're not done with you yet. Contract's not over.
Roll persuasion. It's not that hard, but it's still a persuasion roll. It's not that hard. Why'd you overroll? You just needed a 10. Okay. They're very loyal to their boss, and unfortunately, they did state, just help these guys until you're no longer needed. Not that way, but that's the easiest way I can remember it.
Yeah, you guys are definitely still needed. I mean, there's you know full well what's in that sack. Make sure it doesn't touch the ground. And maybe I'll get a shiny tip out of it.
So am I staying or going? I'm confused.
I think you're going.
Yeah, you're coming.
Okay.
Okay. Bring the crew to Nomi's place. I think you got an address. If you didn't, it's fine. She's there. Currently, Nom Nom's away. So Gothos and Toulouse, you band of 3, 2, will be the face. Echo there for moral support.
All right. So we're bringing the arm to her, the sample first to see how she operates, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll try to do most of the talking. If I don't get confused, but I'll probably get confused. Got those on the way.
Yeah, no, I'll help you out when I can.
As you come over, Gothos helping out when he can. Why was I about to say Sultra? That's not even anyone here. Toulouse. Bringing over to where Nomi was prior. You can tell that they're currently just there, honestly. Not really doing anything. When you arrive, she does greet you all and simply states, "Oh, welcome back. I didn't expect you to be back so soon. Were you able to find a sample?
Yes, we were able to find a sample. And I give the arm to her.
Yeah,
Alright.
I hand it over.
Handing the hand over, she does look at it and examines it with what appears to be a small jeweler's eye. Not an eye of a jeweler, but that weird thing that looks like crystal.
I think it's called a loop, like L-O-U-P-E.
Yeah, I think so. I just know it
We
as
know
a
what
jeweler's
you
eye.
mean.
But a loop.
That's probably a better name.
Looking at a loop, she through a loop. She examines it in the state. It's a few hours old, but it should still suffice. Thank you. And then looks at your
We-
team's current size.
Also want to know how you would operate if you had a live sample. What would happen to it?
Oh, well, the individual would have to be sedated, as if they would be awake, they would potentially thrash and cause a commotion. Earth elementals, if you're not aware, can merge with the ground or the earth itself, so it would easily escape and potentially kill or injure anyone that it comes across.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, so if the cure doesn't work on it, are you guys like, is it gonna die horribly, or what happens to it?
If the cure doesn't work on it, depending on how potent of a dose, it's usually never high a dose, because if it is, and if they do die, then no point of an antidote now, is there? They will receive a small sampling of a potential cure. If that does not work, they'd have discomfort, but overall nothing dangerous. It'd be trial and error for a while, and once the cure is found, they would simply be released.
Okay.
However, a sample can only be used once, so if it does not work once, then I will simply be out of luck.
And what's your sampling procedure on a live specimen? Also, do I believe her?
It's up to you, or you can roll insight.
I would sure like to. Natural 1.
Huh.
I believe everyone.
And
I didn't roll much better, dude.
Boom. Technically, Echo is not like terribly far, but are you like having your senses synced in right now, or are you just keeping an eye on the bag?
Well, given that we've got all the marks here, I was actually interested in just listening through the familiar's eyes. Well, yeah, listening through the eyes, that'll work great. But I didn't want to interrupt the other conversation. But yeah, I'll gladly do that. I'll just have Kobo, I'll tell Kobo to wake me up if anything happens.
Okay, go ahead and roll insight then. Because actually, Boom, would you be so paranoid as Gothos?
I wouldn't say that I'm paranoid in this case. I was probably going to take the person at face value, but since he was so vocally concerned about it, I could see wanting to, pay a little closer attention. And, yeah, maybe he's onto something that I was just oblivious to.
Yeah, that makes sense. Go ahead and roll insight.
I had a feeling.
There doesn't seem to be, for any of you, any deceit within her words, no qualms or quarrels. Gothos, you, believe her for some reason. It's weird. She seems to be the most trustworthy person you've... Oh, no, wait. There was that one witch, she's brewery that you blew up because she was too trustworthy, and then you decided to steal from her and basically throw her generosity in her face.
I think there was a misunderstanding there, and that wasn't our fault at all.
Yeah, I mean, group-wise, Gothos. But that could also mean that this person's a witch, or a hag in that one case.
And it turns out I just trust hags.
Oh, jeez. So...
there doesn't seem to be any deceit within her words.
I look over to you, Gothos, with that look on my face of, do you think it's okay if we bring the live sample over to her?
I mean, only because Gothos totally bought it, I guess.
I wouldn't say you totally bought it, but there's no hint. I'm just messing with you with the natural one. There doesn't seem to be any hint of deceit. She does tell you the explicit way of how she treats live specimens or subjects that go through the curing procedure. They are sedated due to the fact that they could potentially pose a threat to the practitioner or anyone else around them. If they escape, they are an immediate dangerous threat and would have to be brought down. Welcome back, Nom Nom. There doesn't seem to be any lies within her words while you're away. +4. There doesn't seem to be any lies within her words whatsoever. But there is some strange notion of intimacy, which is weird. You can ask her about that, but other than that, no real lies. Continuing on how she treats, the ones she's trying to cure, sedated, brought down, strapped down to a table of non-Earth origin, obviously, so they won't be able to merge with it. And then, through trial and error, continuing to try to cure them with non-lethal doses of the antidotes she creates through alchemical means. After all, they don't have any blood, so the best way to cure anyone with, without that would be with alchemy in D&D, obviously. Don't treat people with mercury. I'm just letting you know that it's kind of a poison.
How
Not
do you
even a mercury elemental?
Well, maybe. But she goes over the process, and nothing seems to be out of the ordinary. It will cause the individual discomfort due to the fact that if it doesn't work, they will be in a more heightened state of panic, of flight or fight motion. So there might be a potential breaking out if they are so panicked. But that's on their end, not hers.
And when you sedate them, is it something that I can take with me? Because I think we have one we might be able to bring to you, but I want to make sure it's sedated completely before we bring it inside.
But were you able to find the cave system?
I don't think so. But we did find a live one, and like I said, if we can bring the sedation to it, that would be helpful.
Oh, well, if you do intend to find another one and capture them alive, I'd be more than willing to. She then does hand over... No, before she hands over the weird white bottle that she's about to give you, the liquid inside is white. The bottle itself is a prismatic blue. Before that, she goes to her left side and brings out a brown satchel bag, and then puts it inside of the satchel bag and hands it over towards Toulouse.
Take it and put it inside my bag. Is it something I'm not supposed to touch with my bare hands?
Entirely up to you, but it honestly just looks like a nice leather bag.
Okay. Thank you. That's one sedation thingy.
Right. She does state to Gothos primarily because he's the one that did the deal. You can keep your clothes, by the way. It was just a way of trying to get someone to help me out.
Yeah, we actually do have to move that merchandise, though.
So you do have to buy that.
No, she then points towards the leather bag that she just gave you. I did. I just don't want anything.
Oh, for goodness. Okay, thank you. All right.
Is there anything? Sorry, real quick. Are there any precautions we should take with this vial?
The vial
That's what I asked.
isn't dangerous. You just have to, once knocked unconscious or either reduced down to a certain state, the individual would need to drink this substance. The alchemical process would be instantaneous and bring them to a sleeping state. It is considered, in more or less short term, the sleep spell.
Okay, so they have to drink it, right?
Yes, the vial I gave you has 3 doses, so don't give them too
Okay.
much.
Yeah, it seems like the sort of thing that would have been handy, at the outset of this mission.
Thank you, Norman.
Thanks, though.
Just chastising Nomi, she does state, I wasn't expecting you to go so soon. In fact, I thought you would ask questions, but none of you really did.
But yeah, well, we're very
Sorry, I was
competent.
sleeping. Just kidding.
I happen to be arrogant, Matt.
She does also state, I also didn't think any of you would be able to bring down one without lethally killing it.
Hmm.
And I'd rather not give
Mhm.
a potential. I wouldn't say rowdy individuals, but high energy individuals a potential dangerous potion for themselves. To themselves, sorry. That was me.
Mhm. Well, thank you for.
Wait, does this stuff work on non-golems?
Yes.
Jeez. All right, that's good to know too.
That's why
Don't
she
drink
didn't give
any.
you the first time, because she did not trust you with medicine / a sleep potion.
Okay.
You hear that? She's not giving you date rape drugs.
Yeah.
Well, she just trusted us to go out and apparently kill some golems. Didn't think we'd knock them out.
Samples.
Ah.
Yeah.
She also didn't believe you'd be able to kill them. Honestly, she just wanted help, and you were the best option because no one else would help her.
All right.
But
And because we're awesome.
debatable. But you are pretty good at the job you do. But going back to the other group, Boom and the rest of the gang to the south. Nothing seems to be happening right now. Kobo, you do look towards the direction of the marks, and currently they are like mean mugging the bag you guys are currently holding this person in. But other than that, nothing is really happening. Antidote then does state towards the group. No one in particular, but he does state. So you want to take bets on seeing if Gothos makes things worse?
Murders Nomi.
Potentially. Either that or chastises them in some way of trying to get maybe more money or more out of them.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, everybody gets a chance to screw up once in a while, but I don't think that's going to happen.
All right. Well, waking up out of the bat point of view.
Are my big goblin ears burning?
Like, what are you guys talking about?
Oh, potential bets
What?
on seeing if Gothos chastise Nomi and seeing if he did or didn't, or if he made things worse. Or if he
Well,
gets
I got
paid.
spoilers, so I guess I can't say anything here. I'll ruin it all.
Fair enough. At that
I
point,
will take bets. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
at that point in time, Kobo does state, "I will take bets." On what?
On whether or not Gothos asked whether or not she could reattach an arm.
Yeah, I'll take that bet. He evens odds for him because I already know the answer. Evens, he will state that he didn't even bring it up. It wasn't even something that brought on his mind. Odds, Gothos would try to help anyone that he can, so obviously he would. Yeah, he bets on Gothos doing the right thing.
Okay, yeah,
Ooh.
and I was taking the bet that he had completely forgot to ask or wasn't gonna.
Yeah. All right then. We
All right,
forgot. I'm gonna say 25 gold because we honestly forgot. How much is bet? So, the team comes back. Nom nom. If you want to ask something, you can. Before the team comes back.
No, I'm good for now. Sorry, I came in the middle of the conversation.
Yeah, no problem. Basically, she seems trustworthy. She seems more intimate with this current subject matter than the others seem to indicate her being. You're not sure why that is, but you didn't ask, so you may never know.
Can I ask you, before we get back, can I like retcon one thing? Can I just
Yeah.
roll a little perception check to see if there were any runes in the floor, like a magic circle or anything?
Yeah.
And sorry, and given also that you just give that recap about the intimacy thing, I'll ask, like, although I probably shouldn't be talking, to other people. like you seem to know quite a bit about these elementals, and it seems almost personal to you.
It is. Before she gets to answer, Gothos may or may not have done something inadvertently dangerous, but he didn't. Looking around the ground where she
By
currently
looking.
is, it's not technically her workshop, but a empty area within the map. But obviously, the maps that they do for this don't do it justice. There are no iconic ruins on the ground, on the floor, on the ceiling, on the other roof. Other roof? Oh no, wait, that's just your eyelids. Sorry, that was me misspeaking. There doesn't seem to be
The roof
anything
and the ceiling.
in the room to indicate like weird insignia marks or anything like that. But before you get to see where it is, she shows you. The color around her neck and her clothing is not exactly baggy, but it does cover a good portion of the skin. She then brings down the collar of what appears to be more or less an adventurer's coat slash doctor's coat. Brings it down, and there you can see an insignia mark of almost. It's not written in Primordial, it's the subsect of Primordial, but do any of you speak Primordial?
I mean, I can.
No, we left that guy back at the body.
I don't know if I would have used it beforehand, but I have comprehend languages. Normally, I use it before I go into any kind of communication with anybody. So I don't know if I would have. I didn't say I did it beforehand, so I guess not.
I think there's a different one for reading. I might be wrong though.
I'll click on it. I'm pretty sure it's for both because I think I read it for that specific reason before.
Oh yeah, any written.
But I mean, Gothos, you know I have this.
Okay. Terran, I think it's.
But we're gonna come back anyways, right?
Yeah, you will come back, so you can obviously think about it after that happens. So you do see the mark, the insignia, blah blah blah. Unfortunately, Gothos doesn't know Terran or Primordial. He doesn't know Abyssal, which is interesting. But other than that, it to everyone not learned in the language, it looks like cracks of earth forming around her. But where she showed you as well, there is almost like skin that resembles stone. Not like dirt, but more a good solid rock that you would skip on a river. Not simple dirt, but something stronger.
Are you half elemental?
More or less now.
Now, as in you weren't before?
Yes, that's what it implies.
So is this a disease you have yourself, hence your interest in the earth elementals?
No, not particularly. This is something else that has happened to me prior to this current circumstance. It's just more of a kinship thing than anything else, if I am truly honest. After all,
Is she?
you can roll insight, but she does continue the thought. After all, as I am being plagued by something that takes over my body, I'd rather try to help someone that is coming over by the same process, just slightly differently. Toulouse, you believe her 100%. There doesn't seem to be any lie. Nom Nom,
Interesting.
there doesn't seem to be any lie. It does seem to be factually true. The part of when she says she just wants to help people, that is true-ish. Gothos, nothing seems to be out of the ordinary. No lie, no hint or clue. You can tell, in this case, when she says she just wants to help anyone with the same type of infliction. That's a lie. Not in the fact that, no, she doesn't want to help the Earth Elementals. It's like she just wants to help the Earth Elementals. Everyone else can shove off.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So long as it's actually for the earth elementals, that's fine. I thought you were gonna say like, I just want to help people, and I'm people, so me first.
No, it's like she doesn't like anyone else. The earth elementals are the closest thing that she is close to. Maybe she has the same type of circumstances that happened, with you guys. In the Underdark, where this person's different. Let's kill him, attack him, enslave him, or nom nom, throw rocks at them. Until she decided to hide everything and basically work as a doctor in the area. Go figure. You want to throw rocks at her, Gothis?
No.
You can.
I throw spears. I throw javelins, not rocks. No.
Throw a spear, get hit. But nom nom. Oh wait, they currently left. But I'll just say this anyways because it does imply what happened. This is like the intimate scene that they saw beforehand. Yes, she is being plagued by a very strange earth disease, but it's not killing her. Rather, it's transforming her. But that in itself is worrying.
I can't think of a stronger motivation for someone to cure a disease than soon they'll be susceptible to it.
That true. That too. But eventually, Gothos more easily acceptable. Obviously, Boom was almost inflicted as well, but they were basically injected with the problem. But thankfully enough, rolled well with a Constitution save. But I digress. Nom Nom, Gothos, Toulouse, and Echo all return back. Before you get a chance to speak, Gothos, Antidote does state. So, Gothos, did you manage to go and ask about re-infusing the hand to the body of the earth elemental?
Why would I
just
do
start
that?
shaking my head.
Why would I do that? It's an elemental. I mean, if it gets killed, it just goes back to the elemental plane of Earth, where it would just totally be fine in all its form. And it's an Earth elemental. Eventually, it could muster enough willpower to reshape its form.
Gothos, roll deception? But while you're rolling, Antidote does take out like 25 coins and hands them over to Kobo.
And I go and
Thanks.
I go and use one dose of the sedation stuff on the creature that we have, or the elemental that we have.
Yeah. You unfurl the bag enough that you're able to drop the dose. You're easily able to tell how much a single drop will do. You have 2 drops left. It hits the body, and eventually it does seep into the soil of its body until it is basically breathing evenly, meaning that it's no longer like knocked out or restless. It's calmly sleeping.
Yay!
So I do have a question here. Does anybody want to come up with a reason why the live sample we're bringing is going to fit suspiciously well to the non-live sample that we just dropped off a little while ago?
Wait,
I'm
sorry,
pretty
what?
sure if we just drop it off and say, hey, don't ask questions, we'll tell you no lies, she'll be okay with that.
Probably, although that probably does reflect slightly negatively on us that, yeah, we just happened to bring the elemental that attaches perfectly to that arm.
Well, no, I told her that I wanted to bring it in sedated before we brought it into the city. Like, I told her that's the reason why we haven't brought it in yet.
Oh, okay. She built a cover story. Awesome.
Good enough.
That does help.
No, go ahead.
She seems, fairly invested in helping these elementals. So I think that, just us being honest and telling them that, sorry, we didn't trust you.
We were looking out for the elemental. She'll
Exactly.
understand. She's very passionate about them.
That's a good point. I can buy that. I won't even roll for it.
Okay. Fair enough. So, Gothos, no one believes you when you pitched all those lies. Because one, Antidote has already stated that that's not really possible. You're not sure if the elemental dies, they'll go to the Earth plane, because you're yourself don't know that. Num Num specifically knows for sure you're full of lies and slander. Well, I mean, we're not slander, but definitely lies. But I digress.
Alternative facts.
Yeah. But with the job done and really no reason to stay here anymore, the Marks then state, "All right, came back, job's done."
Did we talk to them?
Not really.
Did somebody talk to them? Didn't somebody want to talk to them?
You can.
We're not done here. We still gotta bring the thing in.
Yeah, what she said.
No, that was your guys' job. We were just to help you until you brought it in. Now you're bringing it in. Great job, Mark. Oh, thanks, Mark. You too, Mark. All I did was look at a bag. Yeah, and you look at it with great force. High five. Say a high five.
So the question is how much we want them to report, because I remember that being a little bit of a point last time.
Yeah, that was kind of the thing, we want to talk to them and make sure they don't say anything to nobody. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're supposed to be helpful towards us, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you're going to continue being helpful, then you gotta you guys gotta figure out what you want them to say and just let them know what's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
one of
the
the
big trick
they were supposed to help you guys. Go ahead.
Yeah, the big trick from last time was started talking about things where we would be doing things for the benefit of the elementals, not necessarily for the people working in that area. And maybe with Marky Mark and all the company listening, we didn't want them repeating that information.
Well, I mean, in general, helping the elementals helps everybody. So we just got to make sure that they know that we're helping everybody.
Right. Well, part of the problem was one of the ideas was, what if we help the elementals but say that we didn't, so that they avoid the area?
Yeah, we'd just keep the elementals and the mean little Nomi people apart. But that was just a thought that we not actually implemented.
Fact is, Marks, there is no cure yet. Someone's working on it, but there is no cure. So it's still a very plaguey area in there.
Yeah, it's still off limits.
Roll deception?
Is that really being deceptive?
It's not
all of that was factual.
Yes, all that was factual.
There's no cure yet. The place is still off limits.
The place is not still off limits. It's the real lie that is plaguing the area, because the fog that causes this is not in that area. So you basically cured everyone that was inflicted in that area. The only one that isn't cured is the sample you have now. So the place is fine now to excavate and do whatever you want to do.
We're not
and
sure
if you want
yet.
to be, and if you want to be picky, we did in fact identify an alternate cure from what Nomi's going to try to do.
Yeah.
Roll this.
Although an impractical one. I'm gonna make this contested only because I want you to see their insight.
Just like punishingly low, and you roll a natural 20.
They still end up mid-20s or something.
-4.
Well,
me.
Looking towards you, Gothos, they do state, "Okay," and then they just leave.
Okay.
That was
Job
easier than I
done.
thought.
A gentle note of chance. The Pigshine boss did not believe you would actually accomplish anything, which is why he sent the Marks. They'd be able to guide you, but wouldn't honestly be able to help you out unless Muscle was involved. They're not smart people, but they are good people. They're so extremely loyal to a team.
Mhm.
That's why we didn't try and turn them.
Fair enough.
All right, I guess me and Tannhauser have to haul this body now then.
Well, I thought we have doesn't
Tensors,
Boom have
yeah, Boom,
the
Boom
floating
was
disc?
lifting him. Yeah, Tensor's floating disc.
I mean, if it takes a spell slot, don't bother.
I think you
yeah, I don't have. I don't have it prepared. I mean, yeah, it is ritual castable though. I don't remember if you can ritual cast something if you don't have it prepared.
You can.
No,
You can.
no,
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, give me 10 minutes.
10 minutes later, your tender disc does eventually form in the area, allowing you to rise the being into above the ground, which beforehand all the marks were just like holding the bag up in the air because it's extremely heavy. Like, other than it being made out of rock, it is a medium-sized rock creature. And I want to say none of the short squad is able to carry it, and all the medium-sized boom, antidote, and slash would require at least 3 of you to carry the thing. It's like 500 pounds easily.
Hey, I just got a strength stone.
Gothos and like another
Oh.
person that is medium-sized might be able to do it.
Nice.
And then like another one. But you are able to carry them. As the entire team brings over the new, improved, not new and improved, but altered sleeping individual. Nomi then looks
Much
at
more
the
well
entire-
behaved.
Much more well
It's like
behaved.
hopefully we made that 50 feet in less than an hour.
Yeah, you did. It took a trudging 59 minutes, but you were able to. No, it's fine. Able to get there within 10 minutes. You didn't go that far. Making here without issue, you are able to bring the live specimen here. Afterwards, Nomi does suggest to bring them in. And yeah, no problem. No. Do what you have to do. Bringing in the individual. Putting them on the table where Nomi suggests. She does tell you to try to strap them down to make sure they don't hurt you or anyone else if they are able to wake up. She then looks at the current circumstance of how she finds the individual, and like mean mugs Gothos like super hard.
Well, those just shrugs, and he says, "There was a battle."
And she doesn't say anything. She just mean mugs you. But that was it. Like, you didn't lie. It was a battle, but obviously, if you were able to bring this person back alive, why didn't you do it before? It's like, it's not that she's mad. She's more disappointed.
We've been betrayed by so many people down here.
Oh, like you trust everyone you meet for the first time down here.
Gothos rolled deception?
Because you trusted us when you met us for the first time down here.
Nah, I'm just kidding. Gothos, you're fine.
I can roll it. I was like, what am I deceiving, though? I accused her of something.
Yeah. Honestly, though, she did trust you to accomplish this mission, but she didn't fully trust you. I guess it.
Go, though. It's roll for hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy.
It's not necessarily hypocrisy. She trusted us to be able to accomplish the mission. She didn't necessarily trust us to have her moral fortitude.
Yeah, that's actually a good point.
I mean, you can hire a bunch of brigands and thieves to do a job, and you know they're going to do that job well, but you still don't trust brigands and thieves.
Yeah, I like Kobo's concept of thought. Gothos, don't roll. I was only just messing with you. But Nomi does look at the situation at hand, and she does thank you for the current circumstance. I do thank you. It will take some trial and error, but they will be able to be cured without too much of an issue. Looking at the damage that it's been done to it, it shouldn't cause too much of a concern, but I would ask you not to endanger any lives when you're out there. If you can help it.
We were worried about this one's life. That's why it's the way it is. We weren't sure what you were going to do with it. So thanks for letting us know and made us make the right decision.
She does not.
Another group of adventurers would have left a cavern full of smashed golems up in there, and that didn't happen with us. So,
yeah, this one is in fact the most extreme casualty of the fight.
Huh. I'm surprised you even fought those things. The last people that I asked for samples simply waited for the area to clear and then took some droppings.
Hmm.
Ew.
No wonder
That
you
was kind of gross.
I mean, I assume it's just like a salt crystal or something.
Yeah, but you never know. Somebody might be, hey, here's a sample. No, that's bat guano.
Oh, you thought it implied fecal matter. No, I mean droppings as erosion of the body that falls off of them after some time.
Ooh, stone dander. That's
shedding
even
and
worse.
whatnot.
Allergies.
I suppose so.
That
But she
stuff can
does.
be havoc on your lungs.
She does thank you though. Clearly she had other thought patterns instead of poo, but I can, like, she can see where, like, at a game I obviously did the wording that way, but in game she can obviously see how things were implied that way. But
She's just like, oh, organic matter. I always forget.
she does take out another satchel bag and then hands it over to Nom Nom. Whether or not Nom Nom gives everyone the rest of the money, entirely up to them. Let's say if they even know they have it. Wink. But it's basically the added bonus due to the fact that you brought a live sample.
So lucky I rolled the 1 on that. So this is just okay with this. This is like, she's trustworthy. First one I've seen down here.
Now then, it will take some time, and through trial and error, I might be able to get a sample or enough of a cure to have them be able to be resistant within a week, and then after that, I'm able to get a full cure. But if I'm lucky, it might happen sooner than that. You're more than welcome to stick around while I do so. After all, it's more than fair to say that you shouldn't trust people in the dark so easily. Given the circumstances you found yourselves in, I can understand why you didn't trust me so easily.
We're gonna have to check our schedule. Also, it seems like we have some, bonus clothing to sell, because why not, apparently.
Right. Well, I thought I bought that all, but again, you can keep it or throw it away, honestly. Entirely up to you.
I really don't think that our merchant boss would look too kindly upon us being paid for merchandise that we were told we could keep and then we just threw away.
Yeah, he would want us to sell it again because he likes profit, but that's not us. That's just our ticket back.
Fair enough. But once again, you're more than welcome to stick around while I do this. I am honestly going to start immediately, as time is of the essence, as the cloud is moving where it decides to, but thankfully enough, only within the region. So we're fine here, but if you go within the cave systems, do be careful.
Okay. We'll probably check back in on you.
Door's always open.
Okay.
Well, not always open, but you're more than welcome to step inside.
Thank you.
Okay. She does then begin to flake off some stone parts from the hand that you guys gave, and then begins to distill it within some distilled water, and then begins to work on the process of purifying it and then making a cure out of it, and then working from that and further on. It's honestly tedious, and if you want to stick around, you're more than welcome to, but it's like out-of-game roles that I will be doing. But yeah, other than that, your team, I'm going to say, leaves the area. Well, leaves that area. Well, no, she goes to work and you leave, but in game, she just is not there anymore because there is no actual place in game where she's supposed to be. Have I mentioned I don't like this?
Yeah, it's okay.
Why no? You've never mentioned that.
It's just a different room in the same maze of caves.
Yeah. You leave the area, letting her do her work while you complete your own.
We should convince Sir Gulliver to set up a consignment table.
Antidote does state it would be interesting, although impractical down here. But we did manage to sell everything, and if we want to try to sell more. We can do it tomorrow in the evening, as then realizes there's no sun or moon. Lenny did state that currently the area is closed due to mining. I suppose we can try to hawk our wares while people are mining, but to who? Oops. So, what do you guys do?
Yes.
Oh, we did have one thing as a matter of record keeping. The stones. Toulouse never got to choose.
Oh yeah, that's true. I think you guys implied that you would give her the dexterity stone, but what are the other stones? Gothos.
The other one.
I think you were the one keeping track of it.
I got it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But yeah, the intelligence stone and the dexterity stone were the two we were going to give Toulouse the choice of first. Boom is tentatively holding the intelligence stone, but we didn't know which one.
No, I'm not.
Oh, well, that's what I have written down. Tentatively holding, not actually attuned to.
No,
But
I'm not carrying one at all.
I know you didn't write it down. That's why I have it written down. But that was the assignments of them. Because we didn't know if Toulouse wanted to go dexterity or since she's an arcane trickster. That was up to her.
Either one's fine with me. I don't.
The stones themselves can bump your abilities above 20. That's kind of why they're special.
That's okay. I'm not picky. Whatever anybody else doesn't want, I will take.
I guess that means Class can choose.
Alrighty, what were the choices again?
The intelligence stone, since you're a magic user, the dexterity stone, and then the constitution stone is the one held in reserve that nobody's really claimed yet. Nom Nom's got the wisdom stone, Gothos has the strength stone, and I have the charisma stone. And it was just tentatively assumed that Boom would take the intelligence stone and Toulouse would take the dexterity stone. But since you're both intelligence and dexterity characters, you were supposed to be able to figure that out there.
A very concise summary.
But Toulouse is cool with whatever. She can hang.
I don't. He doesn't mind which one he gets because he's very dexterous. Dexterous. How do you say dexterous?
I think it's dexterous.
Thank you. Couldn't figure it out. My brain was stumped so bad. Dexterity. Nope, I can't do it.
Paschetti? Spametti?
I have 8
Shorten
in
it a
that,
little
and
bit.
then my intelligence is 5.
I am very wisdomous.
Oh, dang.
So either one, I'm fine with getting a boost in. I'm gonna get an extra, it's gonna help me significantly in either category.
Yeah.
And there isn't one that helps you better, you would say? 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. 18 minus 12 of the third.
Well, her dexterity would be pushed above the
Would be
natural
past
20 limit.
yeah. I'd be like the ultimate dexterity person, but I feel like I am already. But it'd be cool either way. I don't mind. But my magic is something I use too. I have some spells that I'm an arcane trickster. So I got a little bit of magic up my sleeve.
Alrighty. Yeah, I guess it's a bit of a tough call in my case too, because being a wizard, the intelligence does have its benefits, but on the other hand, being a blade singer in particular, the dex bonus to AC could certainly be useful as well.
We can hold off on choosing until later, if you'd
All
like.
right, shall I randomly roll for you guys?
Nope. You'll probably roll something like a -5 or something.
I'm pretty sure that would not happen.
What is your dex at already?
My dex is at 17 and an intelligence of 15.
See, my dex is 20 already, and my intelligence is 15.
Luce is poised to become our arcane expert with if she gets an intelligence bonus.
Alrighty then. Well, I guess there is room to think about this a bit. I guess in the meantime, though, I guess when it comes to the merchandise, I mean, ironically enough, in some ways, we're almost at square one if we have to resell the same stuff again.
But we're not at square one because we have the money for it, which was what our original thing was. Simply because we have extra stuff after we're done. I mean, theoretically, the lady was right. We could just stuff it in a side cave or throw it away, and we still can present the money for the.
Yeah, but we owe this guy a percentage of it. So if we just sell this stuff at
20%.
bargain, if we just sell it at the bargain basement prices, so it flies off the shelves, that's still money in our pocket. We sold it twice.
True.
Okay.
Let's go to our stall and Toulouse will do like the sign spinner thing.
Come on, and buy some clothes. You need something to wear home. I don't know.
He's doing like triple flips with the sign.
Dexterity up my ass.
That sounds like that should be my job, Bit of dexterity.
Do it.
Plus
we have a dexterity off.
Yeah, that's it.
And whoever is the best dexterity, that's who gets the intelligence one.
All right, it's on.
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll acrobatics, both of you.
Acrobatics. All right.
Oh my god!
It was close. It was close.
You both can.
Oh. I rolled the wrong thing, did I? Or wait.
No, you did. You rolled the right thing. Clouds.
I rolled the wrong thing.
It's still a natural one, man. It doesn't
what's
matter.
your modifier?
Yeah, your modifier should be a lot
Well,
higher.
if I had rolled acrobatics instead of athletics, that roll would have been a 2 instead of a 4.
Oh.
Okay. So even worse.
Toulouse is dancing on your head. No.
So I get the
Your
intelligence
dexterity
stone, and you get the dexterity stone.
Yeah. Dave, your dexterity is a 17. How could it be a 2 instead of? Yeah, that's not right. If your dex is 17, it should be.
Goal.
Yeah, if your dex
Sorry,
is 17,
I'm okay. I was
3.
because I'm as far away as I'm sitting from my screen. The fonts are small. I've tracked over the wrong number. It would still be a 4.
Ow.
Okay.
I'm just failing my IQ rolls.
Well,
here,
you get
too.
the dexterity stone.
Yeah. Clouds of death.
Yeah, that way I could have rolled a 5 instead of a 4.
Boom. You can tell that Toulouse feels bad for you, so she slips over for you the dex stone.
Cartwheels it into your pocket.
Try to spin sign. There's an actual word for it, but I don't forget what it is. But spinning signs and doing the whole acrobatics thing. Boom! You immediately just smack dab flat on your face, like within seconds. It's not pretty, but it happens.
Take your call.
Yes.
Apparently, they're called spinner signs.
Yeah.
In the meanwhile, Toulouse spins the sign, does a black flip, catches it, does another back flip, and then twirls around, does a whole spinning top motion on top of the sign, spinning his body completely in a 360 motion, and then does all this to a near empty room. Once again, they are all mining, so you do amazing, but no one's around.
Don't you want some clothes to protect your mining clothes in the mines? Buy some clothes to protect your clothes.
Eventually, some small deep gnome comes over, looks up towards you. They're shorter than you. In fact, this might be a deep gnome child. Looking at you, they go, no one's shopping right now.
It's buy one, get one free.
They look at the clothes and then go, oh, my mom might like this. How much? They then go into their pocket and like take out what look like nuggets of gold. You want like this many? They bring up like 5 nuggets of gold.
I give them 2 back and only take 3 from them.
Yeah. The clothing itself would be worth 25 gold. No, not 25 gold. You're doing bargain bin prices, so
I
like
thought it was like
buy one,
I
get
thought
one.
it was silver. They weren't 25 gold.
Right. That's correct. I think I meant total.
I was gonna be like, yeah. I was gonna be like, motherfucker, we had them on.
I think I meant total. So it's still a good price. You can honestly just give them the entire thing and be done with it. But
Yeah.
you give them 2 nuggets, which is honestly gold coin. They get it, hand it over, tax exchange, and then they go over to impress their mom on what a great boy they are. Truly a lovely child. One of the few nice people in the Underdark. But just wait a couple years until they grow up, and Gothos can ridicule them.
And I tell them to tell your friends. It won't last long.
Roll persuasion.
Alright. Where am I? Performance persuasion.
Might I assist?
What do you say, Gothos?
Like a loud carnival barker's voice, like, yes, come on. In fact, everything buy one, get one free. Right? Isn't that what you said, Realtor? Shouldn't he have another dress? Yes, buy one, get one free.
I don't think the child would understand that concept, but maybe the people he tells would. Yeah, Toulouse, go ahead and roll with advantage. So roll again.
Advantage.
What is a fear? Like, what would you roll on against that?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Okay.
Are you trying to fear the child?
No.
Curious randomness.
I actually go ahead and would like to make a persuasion charisma check because I got at least a little bit over my fear of all these very mean people with one nice child.
Aww.
Otherwise, I would have been too scared to talk.
Not too late. Gothos frightened the child and is you as well, so everything. No.
Oh, hardy har. Gothos didn't really do that.
No, I think they were
No,
just placing the fear effect up to see.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it had the whiz thing, but I was wrong.
Okay, well, wisdom was good. And,
That's pretty good. Adding to the bonus that Toulouse has received, contemplating the come on, come on, but really only if you have to. But not saying that out loud. Kobo, you're doing a little bit better with crowds, which is good. Eventually...
At the moment, because I'm only talking to nice children,
yeah,
not
at
big,
the
scary.
moment.
Yeah.
Until a taller, not as tall as... well, not as big as Nom Nom or as tall as Boom, but taller than most of you, comes over a nice, well, stern, almost mean-mugging kind of situation. Mother comes over with a small child that just bought your clothing that just happened. She comes over with, like, 3 other women behind her, like, all doing a mad dash straight towards your group. Do you stick around or do you beat it?
Yeah, it's still going on.
Okay. Toulouse, you chose correctly.
I very nonchalantly sidestep behind Toulouse whilst they're coming.
Immediately when you say that, the woman up front with her small child nods, turns around towards the 3 other women behind her and whistles, and 10 more house mothers come in and bolt straight towards your crowd. It's
Imagine,
loud,
if
it's
you will,
frantic.
a Black Friday.
Everyone go ahead and roll a dexterity save.
If you're
roll
within 10 feet of me, you get a big fat 5 bonus. And you said it was Dex?
Yes.
My bonus is built in.
Alright, I guess mine's 11 then.
Mine's a 13.
So Toulouse technically rolls a 28.
Maybe it's a good thing. Boom, that you got the dexterity still. Just a little bit.
Yeah, you just need to add it.
Oh yeah, that brings it up to a 12 then.
Yay.
Pretty good. Kobo, you're the furthest away without getting the bonus, so you're the only one that this happens to. Sorry, Kobo.
He's right behind me, though.
Oh yeah, that's true. He
It's
did say
me.
he'd go
He's
up.
hiding behind me,
yeah.
so I can
Uh,
help him in any way possible.
He just technically didn't move.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I didn't
He
move
froze.
on the screen. I didn't move on the map. I
Yeah,
said
that's
what I
fine.
did. Sorry.
That's fine. No, that's fine. I just misspoke. Coming over, the women do a mad dash straight for the clothing. They bump, bruise, and hit anyone that's in their way, which includes the people that are selling the clothes. Grabbing, tearing, moving things around. They just chuck money at you guys, not really seeing how much or what they're throwing at you. Due to all this frantic motion, some of you almost get thrown to the ground, and at this moment in time, could easily get stabbed with an advantage check, but you're just selling clothing. And thankfully enough, this isn't America. But the Underdark is still quite dangerous. However, bringing yourselves back up, no one falling down to the ground, thankfully enough, or being trampled upon, or decked in the face, which might have happened if one of the house mothers was able to deck you, which they honestly could. Their strength scores are not plus 12, at 12, so they do hit hard. Eventually, the cell ends, and because they either grab the clothes or frantically storm off angrily. Leaving on the ground, or some of you catch it, with a total of... let me roll for it.
The stall is just like,
In tatters.
the one side of it is like collapsed in, and we're all there, like dirty, hats askew and shit, and there's just gold on the
I'm
ground.
prestidigitation myself clean. Thank you very much.
12 silver and 11 gold.
All right. Hey, you know what? For a 2-for-1 sale, that's pretty bang on.
Not
And
bad.
what did we? You never disclosed to us what we got paid.
Because no one looked in the
By
back.
Nomi. That's right.
Actually, do you look in the first share that you guys have?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. What was that?
Do you look in the bag that Nomi gave you?
Yeah, I looked in it a while ago.
Oh, I must have
Gave-
not heard.
Well, I gave a dose to that one rock
Oh,
thing.
that's right. Do you look and count the coins in the bag?
I don't think she gave me that bag. I thought she gave
No, the potion was in the money bag.
And then she gave Nom Nom a secondary bag of money because you guys came back with a live specimen.
Oh, yeah, I share that money.
Okay.
I open it.
You open it, looking inside. You do see 25 gold apiece for everyone within the party, which is a lot of money.
Everybody give everybody their 25 gold.
And
And then we have that other bag that Nom Nom has that has the extra money from the live specimen.
Yes.
And
According to my notes, 25 was the arrangement you guys came to. So the bonus is just extra. I'm going to say Nom Nom looks at it, and if they decide to share it, which They can if they want to, but currently aren't here, so they don't get a choice to. Looking inside, there's an extra 100 gold.
Christmas. Yeah, okay, so technically we got this money for doing jobs. And we sold this stuff for 11 gold. So I say we juice the numbers a little bit and say that we sold the garments for 30 gold and therefore give Frederick, I believe his name was, 20% of that.
Okay. So we give...
The valuation was 25. We sold it at 30. We did some jobs on the side, which were unrelated. And, yeah, right? That's definitely what happened.
20% of 30 gold is not much. 6. So we can give that out of the 11 gold we made here.
Shouldn't we just give him the 11 gold?
Could if you want to, or you can be stingy.
I mean, you know what? We could just give him the 11 gold. I don't really care.
I think we should.
6, 11 makes the math easier.
Plus, you guys already robbed them earlier.
And then that way we can just keep what we actually earned and then call it a
All right,
day.
there you go. We sold it for we sold the garments, and 11 gold is his share. That's how we're gonna present it, right? Sounds good.
Yeah, we'll say we sold the garments for 30 gold and we're giving him 11 because we can't do math. He won't question it.
Toulouse, you're honestly correct. He won't question more money. I mean, he obviously knows the math is wrong, but he's not going to tell you.
He's just going to think we're bad at math.
Yeah. So the team comes over towards Lenny and Chief Dorbo, who are currently enjoying a drink within a tavern that is not depicted because map. Coming in, you tell Lenny, someone take it away.
Why did I call him Frederick?
I don't know.
No. So here's the money we owe you from the sales that we did. I'll give him the 11 gold.
Giving him the 11 gold, he then states, "Oh, excellent. All right then. Last time when you spoke of things, he looked through your garments and he did state how much you would be able to sell them for. Obviously, he told you the amount you would be able to sell it for total, which would be, well, this is quite frankly like a little less than half, but this is definitely more than the percentage he asked for. But he's not going to tell you that. All right then. It does seem that you've completed your end of the bargain. It is quite looks up into the sky, clearly enough sky, late in the evening, and I am not exactly able to take anyone through the cavern system right now. You're more than welcome to rest while I sober up, or do whatever you all intend to do. Might I ask how you were able to sell your garments during working hours?
Oh, just flipping signs and good advertisement.
You really
And
got
not
to tap
falling
into
flat on my face.
You really got to tap into the housewife market.
Yeah, know
They
your
go
audience.
crazy for any sort of a sale. Tell them it's a deal, they'll buy it.
I also remembered that he's supposed to sound, or at least act, more sleazy, so pretend all of that was more sleazy. And then
Okay.
Lenny then states, "Oh, well, it seems more practical that way. We go in, hit them with the bargains, and make sure that their kids bring them in. After all, you get the kids to want more things, obviously they will get their moms to come over and spend more."
Oh, you want sleazy? Here's the way you do it. You mark the clothes up so everybody sees the higher price. Then you mark it down to the price that they're supposed to be so that you're selling somebody a deal at full price.
Yep.
I don't know you, but I like the way you think. I'm gonna call you... what would he call you? Nom Nom is Big Red. Kobo is... No, wait. Gothos is Little Red. Kobo is Golden Boy. I forgot the name he gave to Toulouse. Did he give a name to Toulouse?
I don't remember, honestly. I remember the name dishing out. I remember that, but I don't remember if he gave Toulouse a name.
I want to say he gave it Toulouse a name. Yeah, I want to say, I like the way you think. Don't know you. Like the way you think, kid. I'm going to call you Big Tiger. Looks towards Toulouse. Little Tiger, you've been demoted. You're now Little Tiger. But
Well, then.
job seems done enough. So tomorrow morning, say give or take 6 hours, communicate sober, I can take you all to the surface. Sound good? Sound good. If not, well then tell me, because honestly I can still be here a while and sell my wares. Entirely up to your team.
I think that sounds good with me. What do you guys think?
I don't think
I think
I have
so.
any more. I got no more business in the city.
Good.
Will tell you that the way up is different than the way going down. So, if you have any special attachments to your wagon, I do suggest letting them go and selling it off, and then buying a new one up front. Up top. I'm drunk.
Yeah, I tell you what, we'll sell it to you at half price.
Ah, excellent. So 25 gold it is.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Shake on it.
No, I just give you money and you give me your wagon.
Okay, give me the money. The wagon's
All yours.
the wagon should be at our stall, which is
stall.
technically your stall.
Your stall. You already got a stall set up with it.
Yeah, that's true. He then hands you the money. He does ask
And
for
we
the
all
key, though.
get an additional 5 gold. Spread it out.
Yeah, he does
What does
ask
he
for
ask for?
the key. Basically, the thing that it signifies that wagon is yours, which you did receive when you came down here.
Oh, okay. Then we hand it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can lie to him. He is totally drunk.
Yeah, no. We've been down this road before.
Yeah. Nice try. Nice try.
Nice try, DM.
I know your tricks. So
Sorry,
we give him the actual key.
Okay, you give him the actual key while Nom Nom blinds him with sunlight.
Yeah, no.
No.
And you know what? We'll do it in front of witnesses. Who's he talking to?
Chief Dorbo, the current
Oh,
chief of the area.
perfect.
There you go.
Find some drow to watch over this.
You go ahead and witness this transaction, Chief. Just in case later, he is intoxicated.
That's fine. I suppose.
Okay. There you go. Sanctified.
You hand him over the key, and Lenny shifts into his coat and puts it in there. He might not find that later, but the chief knows where it is, so it'll be fine. Lenny's a heavy drinker, you can tell, and if you honestly got him drunk before and did your deals, would have gotten a better thing. But you didn't. You got him sober, so you guys got the best of him, in a way.
We did a fast and
the
hard
best
deal.
of both worlds. We got
Yeah.
to see him sober and drunk.
And that wagon was pure profit. That's
Yeah. Everything on that wagon was pure profit.
oh,
It just took you a couple of hours of mending to get the job done. All right. You have a few hours to kill. You can honestly just sleep it away and leave, which would mean you'd be traveling to the surface, which is according to them, a clear shot path. Well, it'll take a couple hours, but a clear shot path through a safe area, which in the Underdark is highly coveted. So probably the reason they don't tell you about it.
Mm-hmm. So if we've got a couple hours, to that end, could we get like I don't know, like like pen and paper, the sort of thing you could use for cartography. I guess I already have that. Never mind. I have pen and paper. Look at my inventory. Yeah.
I vote for rest up and a head out.
Sorry, quick question. I see a bunch of dexterity saves.
Oh, that was to get out of the way of the Black Friday sale.
Oh, nice.
Everyone
Yeah.
passed.
Oh.
Don't worry about it.
And,
Speaking of, you have a bag. You get to choose whether or not to share it.
Has 100 gold in it.
Because we kept talking about it when you weren't here, which I kept teasing the group. Basically, you guys got paid money. Nom Nom, you got 25 gold from the share that Toulouse has, so add an additional 25 gold to your current amount.
And then you're carrying the bag with the bonus for bringing a live specimen in.
And due to the fact you guys, yes, you brought in a live specimen, Nom Nom, you were given a bag that contains 100 gold.
Sweet.
It's for the group, but do you share?
Of course I share.
Okay, you don't have to include the NPCs. I'm gonna say they have like a separate portion that they get, but I like even numbers, so I just said 100. So, just split it amongst the PCs.
So that's an additional 20 each, and Nom Nom, you also get 5 from the sale of the wagon.
Cool. I liked Kobo's sunglasses. I'm gonna see if I can like secure me any of those in the Underdark. I don't know if like.
Do you ask Kobo where he got them?
Oh yeah, I've got no problems telling him. I found them at the island of scary ghost death.
Oh yes, it's lovely this time of year.
Kobo explains the situation that how he came across them. It turns out that the group, before meeting you, went towards a abandoned island where there was supposedly a spore-swarmed area that brought back the dead and basically controlled them, or didn't bring back the dead, but controlled the living, wishing that they died. Eventually, it was found out that the individual doing so was collecting and harvesting plants and doing enslavement of the populace in the area. The team found a Yang-teeth other being a demonic force that was summoned there, and then basically placed into a Yang-teeth body. That gave you this information. Deciding not to incur the wrath of said individual, team had decided not to attack it, but while exploring the town, found some explosives that have already been used, the sunglasses, most of their equipment back, if not everything, because I'm pretty sure you guys found
Nice
everything.
clothes.
Some nice clothes, and then maybe a new friend. But you haven't you haven't talked with that friend for like over a couple of weeks, so who knows?
Just out of curiosity, I was under the impression that the evil spore demon lady from the island is the one we killed
Unsummoned.
or sent back to her plane unsummoned when we were trying to do the whole marriage thing.
Yes. It was later discovered that
Oh,
that person wasn't.
oh sure, demons from a different plane get unsummoned, but elementals, they just get dead.
Yeah.
Again,
Go figure.
they
This is
might get unsummoned. You don't know. Kill one and find out, Gothos.
Mm.
And this is
How
the
would I
prime
know the
material
difference?
plane, so maybe material prime.
But yeah, so I mean, like, there's a marketplace here, right? So I'm just gonna go see if I can find something similar. Probably
Okay.
not, but
You go to the marketplace where it's currently vacant, and all the signs do state currently mining.
fine.
I had mentioned this a couple times. Shifting over to a couple of hours, they eventually come back. You guys can do stuff in the meantime. But Nom Nom, you eventually go to the marketplace, and you do find some shop owners here and there. I'm assuming you ask one of them, hey, where can I find, and then describe these items, or that item.
Yeah.
One of the merchants do state, oh, no one down here has those. Points at the roof. If you want one of those, you kind of have to get those special ordered from the blacksmith.
Oh. Great. I wonder how long that's going to take. Thank you, kind sir.
Whatever. And then they go to their stall where they go and sell I forget what the actual cloth is, but it's not silk. It doesn't matter. They're selling dresses, very finely crafted dresses in the Underdark, which is a little weird. But
Okay. So it's only the finest burlap.
Is it that weird? We were literally just selling the same thing, but old.
That's fair.
Linen or something if you didn't want to go with silk.
It wasn't linen, but I'm gonna go with linen because I honestly forgot the name of it. But it's neither here nor there. Your team does.
Velvet?
I'm gonna just say linen. Let it drop. Nom nom. You eventually find the blacksmith and inquiring about the said item. They do say, the sun blocking glass. We don't really have a use or purpose for it down here. So if you want it, you're gonna have to special order it. I can make it for you, kid, but it'll take some time, give or take a couple hours.
Did
Less hours if you want to
did you
pay more
mention
for it.
this? Did you mention this to anyone before you went out and got it?
Yeah. I mean, I would have told people that I'm gonna
Yeah.
go.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say the group went along, so you guys can go.
Okay, fun. Yeah, well, I don't know if this helps at all, but I do have this transparent crystal leaf. It's kind of a large thing, came from an underground. If that helps in the construction at all.
Maybe the framework, but nothing else. I mean, they'll make it cheaper, but not by much. Any of you have, it's gonna be a tall order, but if you really want to be less expensive, if any of you have liquefied magic, it might help.
Somebody in this group,
Was any of that
ironically,
left? Wait a second.
definitely has liquefied magic. Yeah, no, I'll keep my crystal leaf to myself. I thought it'd make a good lens, but no, I'm not an expert, sure. Liquid magic, anyone?
Wait a second. I know. Roswin had some. I'm looking to see if I collected a bottle too.
They sell that where liquid courage is available?
No, actually, they sell it as a pool of liquid stuff underneath a weird.
You have to find it
stone.
deep in the bowels of the Underdark, in pools dripping upwards. It would, with what may or may not be a shard of Krashinabon.
It's near the drow encampment.
Wow, Krashinabon, I've not heard that in a long time.
Yeah, there's some old school for you.
I do have a bottle of it. I think, I think Roswin wasn't the only one.
I think so.
Okay.
I think both you and her collected a sample.
Yes, I will go ahead and.
Well,
offer...
let's ask how much it costs first, and then.
Yeah, good call. So, giving the cost effect, he does state, well, given the non-necessity for it, given the strange circumstances you'll find yourself in, if you live down here, the expense itself would cost and run at a premium 300 gold. If you don't want it to be taking forever, if you're willing to wait, it'll run down to 200 gold. If you have some materials to advance it, it'll go cheaper. As I mentioned beforehand, if you have liquid magic, which is hard to come by but not impossible, it'd have the cost.
Now, just out of curiosity, where's the magic come in? Because you need a glass blower to blow glass, and then he has to stain it, right? And then you just got to put it in a frame? Is there a magical thing I'm missing here?
Yes.
Hey,
go ahead.
You gotta magically generate the sunlight to block out.
You gotta get that UV protection. That magical UV 100%.
And you don't want cheap sunglasses. I go and reach into my pack and pull out a set that I put on my face, and then they disappear after 6 seconds. See? Cheap ones just don't last.
It's true, kid. But he does state, the primary reason we need the liquefied magic was to make sure that no reduction of eyesight is done. So if you do have dark vision, low light vision, true sight, or the like, it is not impaired by the sun's inscription that we place upon it.
Well, I was gonna say, it might be worth keeping liquefied magic in case we need it in the future. If we can just basically pay for
Yeah, you can
It
honestly
was-
just pay for it. It's just cheaper this way.
Yeah, I think in terms of like, because that's a fairly limited resource. Probably won't be able to find that too often.
Your
I
team
say
found
we-
it once near a drow encampment where they got enslaved. So maybe not
Yeah,
go back there.
let's hold on to it in case it becomes like a key ingredient that we can't find anywhere else.
Okay.
No, but thank you for the offer, Kobo. Yeah. So how long would it take for the 200 GP version?
Couple hours. Probably tomorrow evening at the latest. If you wanted to go expediently, so the 300 version, it'd still be a couple hours, but within the night.
And then we're leaving in the morning, or are we leaving tomorrow?
I don't know, kid. It's up to you.
No, I'm asking the DM.
I know. That's what they would say.
Got it.
If you do leave tomorrow morning, Lenny is able to take you. If you're willing to wait beyond that point, Lenny would have to obviously work due to the fact that you guys decided not to leave in the morning. So he'd hawk his wares until later in the evening, when, much like tonight, they go to mining, which means no one's really shopping, so he'll take you guys up.
Does that sound all right with
Either
everybody?
way, you'll take us out.
And that means you
I
can
got no
get your
problems.
thing, right?
Yeah. Save
Yeah.
about 100 gold.
I mean, there's no current rush. There are still dangerous places down here, so you can honestly explore if you want to, or don't have to, and then just say, we wait the night, wait the following evening, and then once Lenny's done selling his stuff, Nom Nom gets his glasses, we go up, and nothing happens. Or we don't look into any other dangers in the area.
I mean, don't we want to get the hell out of here?
Well, yeah,
And-
let's wait
Yeah.
for his glasses and then go.
All right. Because Gothos definitely believes that Doctor is on the level. Natural one.
All right.
Well,
Yeah.
I
If you
mean-
guys don't mind, I think
We
the glasses would be helpful for me up top.
Mm-hmm.
We
Oh,
can
yeah.
see what that Uzi guy is all about. I thought that we were supposed to get some payment for that, but if we're
Well, I understand why
letting that
you're
slide, then we can just go. Yeah.
Oh, no. I understand why you're concerned. I've worked with some kobolds in the near surface as well. They don't, but yeah. So it's good to get some sunblock. I also recommend a big hat that blocks a lot of sun too. That's what I'm gonna go for. I'll teach you how to weave a grass hat. That'd be good.
All right.
I recommend really dynamic pupils.
But your team, Nom Nom, well, yeah. I
Cool.
honestly just thought of two sentences in the exact same spot and forgot which one I was supposed to say first. Sorry about that. Your team agrees to the situation at hand, and Nom Nom, you paid for it for 200 gold. Whether or not the team contributes is entirely up to you. You don't have to if you don't want to. But your team does agree to go in to head out to the surface evening tomorrow morning. Well, tomorrow evening. Poor choice of words on my part. Going back to the place you currently reside in, no longer having access to the wagon area because you gave that key away, you just simply spend the night without too much of a worry. No one's dying, no one's suffocating due to miasmic flow of magic corrupting the body. In fact, Gothos remembers the doctor for some reason, but then realizes, no, they're on the up and up. Maybe. Natural one. But eventually the team is able to sleep and rest for the night. You do a few things here and there. If you want to go shopping, you're more than welcome to. But before anyone can truly rise and do so, you do hear... It's not close. Like, definitely not, like, right next to you. But it feels close. In the far, far distance where an echo can come towards you, you hear a pitch-shattering scream, as if someone has just found a revelation of a truth. Or maybe they just died. It wakes you up because of the echo, but you can tell it was not anywhere near you.
Was it a Nomi sounding scream?
We got any rolls on that, or?
Go ahead and roll perceptions, I suppose.
And I
I tell you, you were saying.
Okay.
Ah,
I knew it. I knew it.
Ooh.
ooh, there we go.
I swear, why do I even have these ears on my head?
Who was it, Toulouse? Who was it?
my cat ear twitches.
All right, Kobo, you don't have to roll if you don't want to, but you're more than welcome to.
I'm trying to roll. Hold on.
I guess all I'm doing is just flattening my ears against my head just to drown out the scream. I'm sleeping here.
You're like, shut up.
Gothos does the classic, like, the soldier, like, nope, not, it's far away, sleep.
You sit
Nope.
straight
Yeah.
up, and I'm like, what's that?
Everyone, except for Nom Nom and Toulouse, like, wake up groggy. Too much that either that someone just like stubbed a toe, hard to tell. It's like half phased into sleep, half woken up. Nom Nom, you can tell that something definitely woke you up. Pitch-shattering scream. It was to the north, south, east, west, northeast
Ooh,
of
but
your
what about
direction, but not so
Tannhauser,
close.
however. Ooh, Tannhauser.
But not so close that you were able to perceive what exactly was going on. But definitely someone viciously screamed out. It wasn't, oh, I stubbed my toe, or, ha, Eureka, I found it or discovered something. No, it was as if they were attacked and then died. Maybe died. You might be able to save
Or
them still.
stepped on a Lego brick.
Oh, true death.
Maybe last line, someone might be able to save them.
Maybe. Tannhauser and Toulouse. Both of you are able to examine that the scream came from the northeast direction. You can tell that the scream wasn't, like, abruptly cut off. So it was a scream of terror and fright rather than of death. Definitely, to the point of being in danger fatally of death, but not so much that they immediately, like, died and withered away. So there's a potential chance of keeping that person alive, but they are away from you. Now I'm talking in a cave system away, not your next door neighbor. You can also tell. Go ahead, Toulouse.
Oh, I was gonna wait until you're done. Keep going.
Oh, and you can also tell that it's not the verbatim scream of a deep no. So another foreigner.
Okay, another foreigner. Can I send my eye out as far as I'll go in that direction to see if I can see anything?
You go 100 feet out to try to see what's going on, and you can tell that it's not far enough that you can see, but you can tell around the town, people are startled looking around, but after a while they aren't going towards that direction. Rather, they're looking at each other to see or verify if everyone is currently here. After a short moment in time, when the body count is still the exact same number, they go back to sleep or do their mining work. No one seems to jet set go and try to save this person. It's, hey, are you here? Yeah, you're here? Yeah, okay, good. Doesn't have to do with anything with us. I'm gonna go back to work. I'm gonna go back to sleep.
Tannhauser. Oh, go on.
Oh, I was gonna say I'll alert the group to this.
Yeah, so I think Tannhauser, as a celestial steed summoned through my connection to Timora, goddess of boldness and adventure, would probably react to that as a call to arms. And, like, whip Gothos' unconscious body up into the saddle and be like, charge! And Gothos would be like, adventure!
So, You alone are able to hear Tannhauser. Again, I can't do a female voice of a spider, so I'm going to go with what I did last time.
Yep.
They basically lift you up with their mandibles and then bring you on top of themselves. You're obviously not right of mind right now because you just woke up, but immediately they look towards you and they state, in spider, whatever language, honestly forget what the language is. I'm going to say animal. No one else can understand this, unless you can speak with animals. Tannhauser looks towards you and states, Master, it does seem that adventure awaits. Shall we tarry forth?
I see no better. You know what? No better way to leave the Underdark than with one last heroic deed, huh?
Excellent, Master.
Alright.
Let us go off. And for some reason, Gothos is sprinting away.
Without telling us?
Without
Even
telling
though
you.
I was alerting the whole group?
I shouted that
yeah.
last line.
But
I, like, soared out, pointed towards where I'm going.
What are you
Yeah.
doing?
Follow.
I guess
Wow.
I'll follow.
No, adventure. Something about a scream. I didn't quite hear it.
This is Gothos' version of like a Nom flashback.
Echo, try and keep up with him. Actually, how fast are you moving?
Not fast enough that you guys wouldn't be able to keep up with him, but not slow enough that if you didn't follow him, you might not see him again.
And I'm asking Tannhauser, what? Yeah.
Sorry, didn't mean to do that.
That's fine.
The group, with pack tactics, tackles down Gothos to make sure they explain themselves. But you all able to catch up to him without too much of an issue. Gothos is able to rein the rails back. Basically, horse spider stance, where they like. Yeah, I forget what that actual thing is called, but basically the exact same.
Rearing.
Rearing. Thank you.
Rear.
Man, the weird thing is I used to ride horses. I knew that term. But you spin the body back of Tannhauser to meet the group's eyes. Do you explain what's going on? Got this. Because Toulouse knows, but you.
Tannhauser heard some screams in the night. It's not. I want to use the Spirblog or whatever it is term. So none of these people here are gonna do jack shit about it. Are we going or what?
what do you expect us to do about it?
I don't know. Find out what the hell's going on. Whether it's
We
worth our
have to
time or
leave
not.
in the morning, and is
We
this
can still
really
help somebody.
anything that
Maybe
we
there's
can do
treasure.
anything about?
I
Might
don't
be
know.
So happy we saved them that they reward us. Come on.
Hopefully, it doesn't involve any more amputations.
Angela does state, we do have until tomorrow afternoon, and that's half a day from now. Looks at a watch that clearly isn't on his wrist. So, it's entirely up to us. We can do so, or we can just say, it's not our
What?
problem.
Are any of you tired? You need some more rest? Let's get some exercise.
Yeah, we can go. Adventure.
Alright, Gothos and Kobo are in. Anyone else deciding to head on this endeavor?
Hi,
Yeah, I
man.
already said I was following.
Alright.
Yeah.
Nom Nom Boom did state that Echo is going with them, but does Boom follow?
Yes, I'm in.
Alright, Toulouse, you said no?
Yeah.
Okay.
To follow.
And then she's in. He's in. Toulouse.
Toulouse wanting to make sure they don't hurt anyone else or maybe endanger anyone else's lives.
No, just I
Particularly
wanted
their
I'm chaotic. Like I'm not a good person.
I know.
So I was being selfish. My character was like, "Why do we have to go do this? You guys are what? Fine, okay, I guess I'll go."
I know. I was just
Let me
making
look
fun of
myself
the rest
up.
of the team. Because ironically enough, Toulouse, you are selfish, but you're I want to say the main one, because there's Nom Nom, but one of the few that has yet to truly make things worse.
That's because I'm looking out for myself and not others.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Boom. You haven't been here long enough to make things worse, so we'll see how that changes.
Yeah, we'll see how long the dice like you.
And obviously,
Oh, they've been hating me all day today.
and obviously, Antidote and Slash join along because everyone's doing it, and they just want to be popular. But the team heads out into the cave system to make sure that the dying scream. Well, no, not dying scream, because you obviously figured out that it's not dying. The pitch-shattering scream of whatever that thing was. Clearly not a native and clearly not a local, so they're not going to do anything about it. Kobo, thinking back on them and meeting you guys. Yeah, they're obviously not going to do anything about it, because they don't care. They don't like other people.
I'm just waiting for them to do the whole Frankenstein's mob thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
So honestly, it's either up to you guys or maybe some other slap happy team that decides to go as well. Who knows? Maybe you'll find one of them. But one thing definitely stands true. Whether you get there in time to save their lives, whoever they may be, we'll just have to figure that one out next time. As we end the session for today.
Although it's the last action, I'm going to cast Mage Armor now.
Mage Armor, 8 hours. Good to go. As we end the session for today.